Motivation. We've all felt it. That push, urge, or fire within to start something new. The spark to make that move, go to the gym, launch that business, or to write the book. But here's the problem. Motivation is not dependable. It's a feeling. It shows up loud, then vanishes quietly. Today, I'll tell you a story about a young man who learned, too late, that self-discipline was the real superpower. There were once two friends, Brian and Joseph, who decided to climb a mountain. The mountain was steep, unpredictable, but beautiful. They both, individually, dreamed of reaching the summit. They both had the gear, the ambition, and the dream. But they had very different mindsets. Brian was driven by passion. Every time he felt the fire, he surged forward, running ahead, energized by the urge. But when the clouds rolled in and the road got tough, he stopped. He told himself, "Not today. I'm not in the right state of mind." Joseph? He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the loudest. But every morning, rain or shine, he laced up his boots. He walked. Even when he didn't feel like it. Even when no one cheered him on. Even when it was just fog, rocks, and silence. He continued to walk. Weeks passed. The initial excitement faded. Brian, still full of potential, kept saying, "Tomorrow I'll catch up. When I'm truly motivated again." But motivation never came back the same way it came at first. Meanwhile, Joseph just kept going. 1 foot at a time. And then, one foggy morning, Joseph reached the summit. Tired. Sweaty. Quiet. But victorious. Brian was still at base camp. Waiting for a spark, to be motivated. Motivation gets you started, but self-discipline keeps you going. Imagine you're on a journey. Motivation is like the fuel in your car. It's the initial push that gets you moving. But what happens when that fuel goes down? That's where self-discipline comes in. The engine of the car keeps you going, even when the fuel is low. Surprised? Well, it's true. Self-discipline is the key to achieving long-term goals. But why is motivation not enough? Well, motivation is often short-lived. It's based on how we feel at a particular moment, and let's be honest, our feelings can be pretty unpredictable. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is all about consistency. It's about making a commitment to yourself and sticking to it, no matter what. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. So, how can we cultivate self-discipline? It starts with setting clear, achievable goals. Break down your big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Establish a daily routine to make these tasks a habit. Practice delayed gratification. Resist the temptation for an immediate reward in favor of a later, greater one. Stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it. Maintain a positive attitude to overcome setbacks. And don't forget to reward yourself when you reach a milestone. Motivation is emotional. It depends on how you feel. Self-discipline is the power to control your own actions and behavior in order to achieve desired result. This involves resisting temptations to derail you from focusing on your long-term goals. Self-discipline has to do with choosing what's best for you in the long run even when it's difficult in the short term. Discipline is a decision. It honors the promise you made to yourself, even when your mood changes. The most free people are the most disciplined. Because they've built a system that doesn't rely on brief emotion. Here's what nobody tells you. The real reward of self-discipline isn't achievement. It's identity. Your character. Your personality. Joseph didn't just reach the summit. He became the kind of person who finishes what he starts. And that changes everything: your confidence, your standards, your destiny. So the next time motivation disappears, don't panic. Let your self-discipline take over. And remember, you don't need to feel like it. You just need to do it anyway. One step. One habit. One summit. It's echoes of wisdom. The journey always teaches more than the destination. Please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's waiting for motivation, when what they really need is a plan.